partnership is an important step in the further development of this partnership, because Knowledge Management Austria was an initiating partner, but it cannot sustain this, and it should not. This community should have its own structure to decide what is done and what is not done. So we want to establish a non-profit association as a driving force. We say, okay, we offer to host it in Vienna, but this is only the first legal step. We say it's a multi-stakeholder partnership, so everybody can sign. Individuals, organizations, public bodies, international organizations can sign up equally. We say whoever is a member can also decide. That's how it is. If you want to decide, you have to become a member. If you are an observer, you can observe, but you cannot decide. As a member, that's how it is. You have some obligations. The only real obligation, let's say, is to pay the membership fee, but we want to keep this low, not to have any real barriers to contribute. Here, you will find the notification of constitution, a document that we will send to the Austrian Police, the Ministry of Interior. Yes, that's we have now, after my, let's say, some few words that I will say, the opportunity to come here and sign it, whoever wants. Then you are a member. If you think that being a member is more than you can do for the moment, you can select to, you can say, well, I sign only this partnership declaration, which is also available on, has been available on the web. This is legally not binding. Of course, it is a commitment to knowledge partnership and collaboration, but it's legally not binding, so it might be easier to sign it. Those who sign it will get, and this is only for today and tomorrow, will receive this button, Knowledge for Development Partnership Founder. The members and the partners, because those that are partners evidently are founders of the partnership. Good. Yes, after this today's conference, after the last final session and maybe some talks after that, we will make the first formal General Assembly of this partnership, because we need the representatives. We need somebody who has the legal mandate to represent this partnership. This will be decided, and the membership fees will be decided. Maybe we will also find some people who will take responsibilities for the next steps. But it will not take too long. At least this formal step is required. We invite also the partners to listen, but unfortunately, to take decisions, you have to be a member. What do we want to do as a partnership? I think we mentioned it already. It's just additional words. Raising awareness, developing the global community, facilitate the collaboration, advising partners, initiating real programs and implementations, establish a transdisciplinary research program, and continue this dialogue. I mentioned it already. So, there is one appel, as we say, a call for collaboration. This partnership only will be successful if it is used. So if you say, this is nice, great, I have signed, and then you don't do anything, it will die. So think about, how can we work together? Is there something in your work that you can link with this knowledge partnership, where you can make use of these resources? Only then we will feel that it exists. We will make real impacts. Yes. Funding, this is also a problem. Most critical things in knowledge are always, how is it funded? So knowledge is not only about knowledge, it's also about the money. To be honest, I think the times where such knowledge partnerships are funded by big organizations to work are almost gone. So we want to provide real services, real programs, real work on the ground, and this should be and has to be paid. If additionally, specifically for the startup phase of the first maybe 1-2 years, there are partners that want to sponsor and support also financially, the growth will be stronger. Maybe here are some organizations and partners who can contribute something initially, and of course further on with some projects and programs. Okay, one final word to explain to you why we have used this olive twig as a symbol for the partnership. You have seen it, but maybe you're wondering why we used it. Because it is a symbol of peace. And we said the leaves of this olive twig, leaves are always used as a resource to document knowledge. So the leaf, the paper, also this declaration is printed on a leaf. So this is representing the knowledges that we have in our societies. But knowledge can be dangerous without values. That's why we said, if we link and connect our knowledges along common values of peace, sustainability, and global partnership, then we will create an environment in the future that is peaceful and wealthy and deserves the symbol of the olive twig. So we thank all these partners for active contributions, and I hope that many of you will sign up as a member or as a partner, and I look forward to our cooperation. Thank you. And yes, an applause is always good. But the applause should be more to the Geneva Alphorn team, who will now give again a musical introduction to the inauguration. They will play pieces of maybe 2-3 minutes, and after one of these pieces you will have the opportunity, whoever wants, to make a statement on the foundation inauguration of this partnership. So I would like to welcome the Alphorn team, Lionel Walter and Christopher Sturzenegger, to give an introduction to the inauguration. time I signed already. And I would like to invite you to use this space to come here to sign and to give your statements to this very important moment. I would say maybe two or three statements, and then we listen to the musicians again.
So statements, you mean the public statements, but you know what?
Statements from the organizers?
I don't know. I like contributions. I don't like it. So whatever you want to say, you're welcome. But to the online participants can
Contributions. We did pretend that contributions. I don't understand.
I'm inviting you to the first one.
I've signed already. To send.
I have read and signed already.
Where are you from?
Here and Canada. I'm Swiss and Canadian. The Swiss Knowledge Management Forum, the HEIG, where I teach.
I'm just looking at your
Lance. Ethical leadership, yeah.
What is the difference between declaration, signing declaration, and sending membership?
That's one of the things.
What is the difference? What is the difference between signing the declaration? There is a declaration and there is something else?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few of them. I just don't know.
I don't understand. No. For me, I'm inspector.
The Hague. I was almost there.
I signed
Oh, you're together.
I signed the declaration, but this is
I was in Amsterdam last week.
We were almost here.
I was in Amsterdam last week.
Actually, this organization, this organization was created. Our organization was created from here. In the conference on disarmament.
Can I be signing the declaration? Okay.
That's of course.
Yeah.
So I was just
No, I was in Amsterdam last week. We were creating an ethical leadership workshop. Okay, so yeah, with somebody from Sweden and somebody from Amsterdam.
Here we have the opportunity
From The Hague,
to sign.
with initiatives of
Everybody
change.
can come either now or in the course of the next 2 days.
That's,
This will remain
I mean,
here.
like I said, these are my
Whoever
hats.
wants to sign now can do it now.
I don't know which one I get. I'll give you one
But
of them.
additionally, in parallel, as long as people are sitting here and signing, making some nice photos, you can also speak and say, I like this idea, I would like to add this,
I've given him another
etc. So your comments are
Here, I'll
welcome.
give you this one.
Make use of this community. Yes.
I'll give it to you.
Yes, good day. I said my name is Richard Byron House. I believe though that what I want to say is this, that in this world of knowledge management, the issue really is reaching people on the ground.
Yes.
And I think a lot of these things, there are many beautiful platforms with latest technology and so on and so forth. But ask yourself how many people use them. How many people? I mean, you can find these platforms all over the place with latest technology, nice styles, and even with good data and information. But who uses them? That's the question. And I believe the question of development more than anything else has to do, at least sustainable development, has to do with one thing: change in behavior in a proper way. And that behavior will only be changed if people truly understand what this thing is about. As the colleague said, the Millennium Development Goals were not achieved and would never be achieved. The simple reason they're cooked in a little bakery by some bright people, you know, and the people who are involved in development and the people for who development should be done are not involved at all. And I believe this would be a nice thing, yes, and so on, wonderful, and we would have nice statements, like brochures and whatever else, but it will not achieve its purpose if it doesn't hit the people on the ground. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank everyone this morning for the wonderful speeches and for especially for sharing your all your wisdom that we've had, and I welcome the wisdom in the room because that's also where it happens. So for me, when I signed this yesterday, because I had that privilege already, I signed it with knowing that I had to be the change that I want to see in the world. It's not just about signing a piece of paper. I took it, I read it, and then I signed it. So I encourage you, if you're willing to sign this, to actually take it, read it, and sign it. Because it'll have a bigger impact on what you were going to then do. It did on me. So as far as I can say is, be the change you want to see, and enjoy being part of this knowledge society.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I would like to contribute towards building and strengthening multi-stakeholder partnerships and ecosystem. And it's an honor to be associated with Community for Development as an individual, and I look forward to do my best. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, then I would say we give the ARCON team again the opportunity to make a statement.
Thank you for this wonderful music that hits your brain in a very impactful way. You can't avoid it. And that's why it's so interesting with music. The symbol of the olive twig and the leaves is very good. It links to my first name, which in American is pronounced Leif. In Swedish it's pronounced Leif. But that is a distinction as well. But more important than the leaves is probably the roots. So without the roots, you don't get the leaves. So that is another dimension of cultivation of knowledge. To nourish the roots, to get the fruits. So with that I say, happy future.
Thank you.
I liked very much the statement that knowledge can be dangerous without values. And as I have learned so many people now, also yesterday, I am very proud that really realize the values we are sharing are really bringing the society forward. My name is Pavel Kraus. I am president of the Swiss Knowledge Management Forum, and I have signed a membership in the name of SKMF. And we are proud to be partners in the neighboring countries. I just also want to mention that one of the key models how to introduce knowledge management has been developed also in Austria, in Linz, by Angelika Mittelmann and Irene Henschel. And so this is also something that we have to be very proud of, because this is the one and only really introduction model I know.
Thank you, Pavel, for the statement and the good cooperation already, and of course in the future.
There's another aspect to the logo which I actually interpreted in my thought, that when we see it has different, like it's one leaf but it has different petals completing one leaf. So that was my interpretation, that it's a true symbol for partnerships, because it's a different kind of multi-stakeholder, or maybe any other community, or maybe an individual, maybe an organization, maybe a country, coming to complete one picture representing partnership in true sense. So I see this logo in this manner.
Thank you very much. Okay, so ARCON team, we welcome you for a new.
opportunity, actually. I wanted, this is our first time representing the OpenCW coming here to the knowledge management endeavor. But when I looked at it, and I know Mr. Koch mentioned being a grandfather, I too am a grandfather. And when I first looked at the K4D, I was thinking kids. And I think it's important to remember my wife is a preschool director. And I think it's important to remember that's the basic place for knowledge, is to start at the very beginning. So I look forward to work that you all do, but also for that to remember to go down to the lower levels when you stratify knowledge and down to the children level as well. So thank you for this opportunity.
Any other statements? Caesar?
It's very short. I want to emphasize the importance of keeping diversity embedded within the work of this partnership. And talking about diversity, I just want to mention that we have people joining online, making tons of statements and comments from Ghana, from Budapest, from Switzerland. So the world is much bigger than we think.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And to all the online participants.
I'm allowed to make a statement which is a little bit aside of the mainstream statement as well. As a German, having been living since 20 years in Austria, I felt a little bit, what should I say, motivated by some of the contributions to give an argument why Vienna and Austria has been mentioned so often. It's not only that KMA is located there. The Economist, in its Christmas issue, end of last year, made a quite long report about Vienna. Maybe some of you have read it. And the point I think they made, and this is some experience we made coming from this place, is this has always been a very multicultural place. If you are thinking back in history to the Austrian Empire, this has never been a country, it has been an assembly of several countries. And this was a melting pot of different ideas. And I personally feel today, and the same may happen now in this place, that the more people come together from different cultures, different disciplines, etc., the better it is for creating something new and some very innovative. And I think some of the hotspots we mentioned today, and I would be very pleased if other hotspots in India, in Africa, in East Asia, etc., would show up and say, hey, we are the place where a lot of ideas come together.
Thank you very much, Quentin. Yes. Okay, may I ask Alphorn team to continue? Swiss music.
Definitely.
Okay. So there is still the opportunity to give some statements. And of course, those that feel hungry already may already leave for lunch. Of course, we are happy if you still stay for some minutes. The music will still continue. At 1 we will definitely close. So, anybody who wants to say something?
So as a matter of fact, Pedro and I decided to formally close that the music is being closed, and I think Pedro wants to invite you for dinner. Sorry, for the lunch.
Okay, so let's maybe give the Arcon team a final opportunity to bring music and joy in our lives, and then Pedro will close this morning session.
Thank you very much. Actually, of course, you are welcome to lunch, but I wanted to invite you to come back in the room at 4 o'clock sharp. The best is yet to come.
4?
Okay, sorry.
Okay. That sounds like a good deal.
It's 2:30. Forgive me. I'm mixing sessions and moments in this 14:30 to 30 p.m. It is a very important session on good practices. It's for the professionals of knowledge that you are. Please be back on time to start and be as good as we have been so far with time management. Bon appétit.
Merci.